For TV shows and movies, I fell in love with Annie Brocoli. She was my first crush when I was a kid. There are a bunch of French shows. Passepartout, I think, is really popular in Quebec.
When I'm thinking back to like when I was young, like maybe like 10 years old, my French level was very minimal. And so like looking back, I would have loved to have spoken the language at home or to watch shows in French.
My parents, I guess, would consider themselves bilingual, but you know, there's a lot of practice or a lot of improvement that could happen. And you know, my mom used to like sitting and doing the dictée words with myself and my brother when we were young, because she's, you know, starting to think of these words that she hadn't thought of before. And I think that seeing your parents practice with you, especially if you see that their French isn't, you know, the best, it's really encouraging. And hearing them make mistakes, you know that it's okay. You might giggle once you learn like the proper thing to say. But I think it's really encouraging to hear people around you making mistakes as well. And when your parents show that vulnerability, it makes a big difference.
I think it's really important for children to have role models when it comes to learning French. I had that with my grandmother and my great aunt. When I was a little kid, she would sing me songs and lullabies in French. So I remember that was my first kind of exposure to it, was just little kid songs.
When I entered CEGEP, I had an interest in the French language because I finally got some Francophone friends. And I realized that it was important to advance my career.
Actually, at the moment, I really enjoy graphic novels that are done by like artists and just like looking at the awesome designs. They're so colorful and so like creative. And to learn another language that way, I think that would have been really cool, you know, for my younger self.
J'ai passé des cours, j'ai fait des activités physiques, des activités de développement en français. C'est vraiment ça qui m'a poussé à apprendre la langue. And then further on past that, I went into CEGEP in Aerospace Engineering Technologies at Édouard Montpetit, the École Nationale d'Aérotechnique campus. And that's where I really was fully immersed in French. So my French language journey, yes, went through school, but the reason I'm comfortable in French today is because I made Francophone friends, I had Francophone partners, and I just started embracing the Quebec culture and film scene a bit more.